Hello, welcome to Digital Learning. I'm Connie Colosi, Director of Media Text and Digital Learning. Today we're going to be talking about the exciting Smart Board project here in Pinellas County, and I have with me Kevin Hagebrook. Kevin, welcome. Kevin is a technology integration coordinator who works with me in the Department of Digital Learning. Kevin, tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, hi, Dr. Colosi. Very excited to be a part of Digital Learning. Spent a lot of time in Pinellas County, so going on year 20. I've had the opportunity to do many different things, actually starting out in middle school teaching mathematics years ago, and then having the opportunity to be the technology coordinator, where I really found a passion for technology, and I saw how it can change and affect lives, and I saw how excited students were about that. Later on, I became a coach in the district, so I really learned the pedagogy behind teaching, and now I'm taking all of that experience and I'm fusing it together with you and having fun doing it. So thank you for having me on your team.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you. So recently, we had the fun of going out to Sawgrass Lake Elementary. So part of the referendum project for Pinellas County Schools has been to put thousands of smart boards in classrooms all over. And this year, we are completing the project, and every elementary school will have every elementary school classroom will have a smart board. And some schools needed more than others to complete that. Sawgrass is getting 27 new boards this year, and they're very excited. Tell us a little bit about your visit to Sawgrass Lake Elementary School and what's going on there.
So our visit to Sawgrass Lake Elementary was a very exciting trip. We had the opportunity to talk with Richard Knight, the assistant principal, and he shares with us some of that excitement.
Okay, let's hear what he has to say.
The type of excitement that smart boards have brought to our school has been tremendous. The students and the teachers are all really excited about having that technology in their classroom. They've seen in other classrooms how the smart boards have really brought students more excitement and engagement in the classroom on a daily basis, and those teachers who didn't have them now have that opportunity and ability to allow for all of their students to, in our entire school, to be able to partake in that technology. So
I was very excited to receive my smart projector. I knew the technology, and I was excited to get to use it in my own classroom. And I knew how much kids loved to interact with the technology. And so far, they've loved it as well.
Well, I teach every subject in 4th grade, so I use it with every subject: math, science, social studies, writing. I can create my own lessons and use them. I can go in to the Smart Board Exchange, and I can find lessons that might appeal to me and work with the concepts that I'm teaching in the classroom and add on to them. So I use the Smart Board is on all day long in my classroom for every subject.
teachers are receiving training for the use of the smart boards through the referendum. They are getting 2 days of trainings after school, and that training is being used to help them to understand the smart technology, as well as we have teachers who already have smart boards in their classroom that are retaking it so that they can update themselves on the new versions of the technology that they have available.
I took the smart board training about 5 years ago, and I was able to use the technology. Well, it was a while after I took the class before I had my own smart board. And now that I have a smart board in my classroom, I am currently taking a smart board class as well to kind of brush up on the new technology and some of the new things that are in place now.
The teachers have been so interested in taking this training. We have 31 attending training in these last 2 days. Some of those 31 include teachers who had training years ago, but they want to learn the new technology. And we also have teachers who are going to be taking it over the next few weeks. So within a month, everyone at our school will be 100% smart trained.
With a project this size, there's a lot of behind-the-scenes work that goes on that we don't even think about. And we don't have Keebler elves and making these things magically appear in classrooms. And so we got a chance to talk a little bit and watch a little bit with the people actually doing the work.
So we're taking a first-time look at really what it takes to get these smart boards into classrooms here. CJ Boris is just one of the district installers charged with getting classrooms up to speed with some of the latest technology available.
I would say probably 1,500, 2,000 boards I've installed so far. There are a few other people doing this work too. So as a whole, I would say we've installed 5,000 boards, you know, easy.
This project that we're working with is through referendum funding. We have the opportunity to install 400 smart boards in elementary classrooms this year. It gives us the opportunity to bridge technology and education within our school system. It gives us the opportunity for teachers to actually interact with the technology so that kids can have a greater learning experience.
We try and hide them the best that we can, okay? We started out with a smart projector and smart board, and they didn't prove to be very reliable. But we've replaced them. Now we're using the Epson 580s for the replacements, and we've had a lot of success with those. So that's what we're doing right now. And there is an interactive board that we also install. It's an Epson 595. And what it is the teachers that have a whiteboard in their classroom can leave that whiteboard there and then use the Epson 595 for an interactive display.
While CJ is beginning the install in one classroom, Brian McDermott is finishing up an installation in another, making certain that the computer and smart boards are synced and ready for use.
Sometimes they have to align the pen with the board. Basically programs itself to remember. Works kind of like an XY grid. Right now it's on interactive mode. So instead of being at the computer, I can come up to the board. Sometimes when we also have these colored pens we can use, we pick the color we like, and I'll just start drawing on the board here. As you can see, it's using the color I choose here. These are just plastic pens. So we have a red, green, and then as we go through all this with the teachers, and they're all going to be taking smart board training as well. Here's the blue color, and then I have the eraser. There's a little trick I show all the teachers. You go around like that, and it all disappears there. So I show them that's the eraser function. So now the teacher can adjust the volume with the remote. We show the teacher how to focus it as a focus knob, where the teacher can do that herself, and also to save, this is very important, to save hours on the bulb. It's very important that they clean these filters out. So we teach the teachers every 3 months. If they have like a fire drill, they come in and they get into the habit of just basically brushing them out with a brush. They take them out and they can brush them out. And when they keep these clean, these projectors will basically double their life. So what I'm doing right now, I'm setting it up so the projector light can be off, and they can play sound only through it. So they'll save bulb hours, because there's like 3,500 bulb hours on the bulb, and they're rather expensive. And so I'm going from while projecting, now it's always on. We could use the sound all the time, and the video can be off. The newer systems have an automatic shut off. If it isn't used after a while, it'll shut the bulb down to save on the bulb hours. The teachers absolutely love it. When we walk in, majority of teachers, I always this is very important. Let the teachers know we'll be drilling, we'll be making noise. As you know, I try clean as I go, so I'm not having the dust go all over the classroom. That's very important to respect the teachers' area for the children as well. Let the teachers know to leave the children at a distance. And they're very happy. They're very happy to get the smart board. When they see us walking with the smart board, everybody's smiling. And you know, and so they'll say, "Hurry up and install it, and we'll work around you." Or they'll take the children to the library. That's how happy they are to have this in there. It's an improvement in their teaching abilities, capabilities.
Sawgrass Lake is receiving almost 30 smart boards. Within those boards are what we call smart televisions. Those smart televisions are going into their portables. The reason they're getting smart televisions is because the portables aren't structurally sound to actually house our regular smart boards. But they also provide additional technology and functionality for the teachers and students.
We can't mount the smart boards onto the walls in the portables. So what we are able to do is use those smart TVs. They are mounted onto rolling carts, and those carts can be moved around in the classroom and used every day in the portables with our teachers.
So there really is a lot of behind-the-scene work that's going on, and I really noticed that these gentlemen have a lot of expertise beyond just the installation, and actually even a role in the teacher training. The other thing is I noticed that there's a variety of types of boards going in.
Yeah, so what we have is the traditional, I call it the traditional smart board because typically that's what we'll get in a classroom where you have a board and a projector. The new technology we're having in, say, the portables are smart flat screens, which are really great to have.
All right, and then some of our classrooms just have the projector that work on the traditional whiteboard. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back in a little bit, and we're going to learn more about the teacher training that goes into the Pinellas County Smart Board project.